Only in Nintendo games can you play as an Italian plumber in a Super Saiyan cat costume fighting a dark tortoise to save the world! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am RPG Lover, and I am here to explain why I think that Nintendo has its own special magic in its games that separate them from other video game companies. Yes, I am aware of their downfalls and mistakes over recent years, but I still have faith in the company, and here's why. Firstly, a bit of context. You wake up, go to school, and want to make some new friends at your primary school, but you don't have the social skills necessary. However, you do have a Game Boy Advance, and some link cables back home. You study simple maths. Then, when the lunch break arrives, you play outside and sneakily open up Pokemon and play it away from the teacher's eyes. A kid approaches you, she watches from a distance, then asks what you're playing. You reply, and she sits down next to you and pulls out her own Pokemon game from her bag with a Game Boy Advance. From then on, you two bond, becoming close friends over the years, and in 20 years' time you are married, still playing Pokemon together in your free time. That is the magic of Nintendo. Portability combined with family-friendly content equals new relationships and new experiences with others on the go. There was no other option. The PSP didn't exist yet, after all, and it was for adults only. Secondly, we have to talk about Mario. If I made a video about Nintendo without Mario in the video, that would be more confusing than the difference between the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X. Mario, 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 the man stronger than Wario. He has many games, most of which are platformers, and a small amount of those platformers are 3D platformers. Nintendo is the only company nowadays that I can rely on to produce high quality 3D platformers at a consistent pace. Sure, we have Crash and Spyro, but they were only revived recently due to the fall of Skylanders, and even then, those games haven't been nearly as consistently good and reliable as the Mustache Man himself. In my opinion, without Nintendo, 3D platformers would either be dead as a relic from the past, or were much more rare, no pun intended. Yet again, thanks to the magic of Nintendo, I can enjoy other genres of gaming, able to help the medium grow and expand to include newcomers. Next on my list is the visuals. No, I'm not talking about the lack of 4K or the fact that Nintendo's games have poor quality frame rates on their own hardware. That's a topic for another day. Now, this may come as a shock, but despite being a gamer, I don't actually care that much about resolution or frame rate. To me, what matters is aesthetics, is the visual art style of your games, and how they convey meaning. For example, with almost every Nintendo game, you have bright colours and a fantasy setting that is partially inspired by the real world, a great form of escapism for me. I personally get sick and tired of all these AAA companies making games that have an art style that is essentially just trying to copy reality, Call of Duty. That's why I love Nintendo. They have art styles that are so unique from reality that they help you forget your real world problems much better than a game that replicates real life. Look at Animal Crossing. They have cutesy chibi characters and a more plastic aesthetic to make farming much more appealing, since I think putting real dirt in your game isn't exactly the most attractive idea. These are just some of the reasons as to why I love Nintendo's games, specifically. As for their business practices, I'm not too keen on them. This was a bit of a shorter video than usual, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Let me know your thoughts about Nintendo in the comments below, or just feel free to suggest any potential video essays you want to see from me. I hope you ladies and gents have learnt at least a little something new today.